Hi again. You like how the last part of the video ended with my dinosaur face? Yeah, I'm sure that was a real good look for me too. Well, anyhow, the first time we went on the ride, that was me. I closed my eyes. Why? It dawned on me that they're not real. I mean, of course I knew that the first time, but I don't know why I closed my eyes. So I said to Mike, let's go on it again, because, you know, everyone getting off the ride was like, oh my God, that was so awesome, and oh, that was great, and even little kids were excited about it. So I'm like, dude, I totally missed something really cool. So we went on it again, and that was it. I was hooked, instantly hooked. We bought a picture. They take your picture when you're on the ride, and we actually bought it because it was just so funny. I'm like, ah, like screaming my head off, because even though I knew they weren't real, it was scary. But it was fun at the same time. Anyway, I'm screaming in the picture, and Mike's all like, "That all you got, dinosaur?" Like, seriously, the look on his face is priceless. There's also a little kid in the picture right behind us who looks totally petrified. I'll post the picture too. I think you'll all appreciate it. But so Thursday we went over to Animal Kingdom and we rode Dinosaur a number of times, and I also got to ride Everest a few more times. That's a ride that I rode by myself 4 times because my husband's a chicken. No, I'm just kidding, honey. I don't think you're a chicken. The ride can be intimidating. It is a very, very big mountain. And even though you're inside for the majority of the ride, actually for pretty much the whole ride, with like the exception of going up the mountain and then coming back down and going back in, it's still a pretty intimidating attraction, I would say. But I loved it, and I went on it 4 times, and I have to say I wouldn't wait online for a long time for it, because the ride itself is only like a minute and a half, and to me that's just not worth it. And I didn't think so until I went in on the 2nd time, and then the 3rd time, and then the 4th time, and I would have kept going on it. But at one point the fast pass line was 40 minutes. Come on. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. We had an amazing time, but the lines were crazy for a lot of the rides. And for that reason, we probably won't ever go back during Christmas, although it was so beautiful. Really, I know I've said this already, I know, but everything was decorated everywhere we went. It was just gorgeous, really. So we went over to the Magic Kingdom for our last official full night on New Year's Day in Disney, and we stayed for some of the extended hours yet again. Rode some of our favorite rides. We didn't go on the Pirates ride that last night. We had gone on it earlier in the stay. I think we went on it like the 3rd or 4th day we were there. I have to say, some people had commented on the pirate ride that it wasn't as good as it used to be. I disagree with that. I liked it. I like what they did to the beginning. They added like this spooky Davy Jones character, like the squid dude. They projected his face onto like mist that was coming down, and you went through it. That was cool. And then, you know, they still had the yo ho, a pirate's life for me in there. Not until the end, though. But they had music from the movies throughout the ride, which I enjoyed. I loved those movies. Did you hear they're making another one? They are. It's rated R. Yeah, that was bad. I apologize for that. I blame Allie, my friend Allie. Yeah, that's her joke. I stole it. But anyway, so that was great. We went on all the classic rides. We went on Winnie the Pooh. We went on Dumbo. We went on Dumbo. We rode the teacups. We went on Snow White. We went on Peter Pan. We did Mickey's Philharmonic. The Bear Jamboree. We went on the Haunted Mansion. We did everything. There's nothing we didn't do, except I'm gonna tell you this. Splash Mountain. Yeah. Mikey said he would go on it with me, and then he chickened out. Okay, whatever. That's not a big deal. So I decided to go on it by myself. Yeah, I got on the ride, and I had to be escorted off. It broke while I was on it. Yeah. So then I went over to Thunder Mountain Railroad, which is right across from Splash Mountain. Waited online for that. Had to be escorted off that. Immediately following when I was escorted off Splash Mountain. Yeah, that was it for me with rides for that night. Yeah, well, I did get 2 readmittance passes that I could use at any time, and I did use it for Thunder Mountain Railroad. Got to go on that. Loved it, loved it. I think it was the first time I ever went on that. Don't ever remember going on that from previous trips. Then again, the last time I was there was almost 20 years ago, so who knows? Maybe I went on it and just don't remember. But Splash Mountain was still closed, so I didn't get to go on Splash Mountain, which is one of my favorite rides. Actually, I'd have to say it's my favorite ride in Disney World. So we have to go back, that's it, so I can go on Splash Mountain. No, but seriously, it was just so great, and there were so many little things and little moments that I will forever cherish and hold in my heart, really. I'll tell you one more experience, and then I'm gonna wrap it up because this is verging on a half an hour. We had dinner one night at Tony's on Main Street, which Mike had never dined at. I had never eaten there myself. Obviously, I haven't been to Disney in recent years, but Mike has. Anyway, safe to say neither one of us had ever been there. I actually never heard much about it. But it's an Italian-themed restaurant, and it's a Lady and the Tramp theme. And we went there, and we had dinner. And I had the spaghetti and meatballs. You gotta, come on. And our waiter took some pictures of us, insisted that we do it, actually, with the spaghetti, like Lady and Tramp, where they both, So I'll post those pictures. That was just such a sweet moment. And then the other thing that our waiter did, was so embarrassing, but so nice at the same time, was, you know how when you go out to a restaurant and it's someone's birthday and they, you know, saying happy birthday and like happy, 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 happy and all that? Well, it was neat. He had a glass of wine and he said, "Attenzione, attenzione," because, you know, it's the Italian theme. And he was holding up the wine and he said, "We have a special occurrence," or I forget his exact wording, but he said that the Felius just got married, and everyone erupted into applause. And it's a pretty big restaurant. I'd say maybe like 350, 400 capacity, and it was packed. And he asked everyone in the restaurant to raise their glass, and on the count of 3, everyone would say, "That's amore," and blow us a huge kiss, and that's what they did. And then everyone just erupted into applause, and I think I was about as red as this sweatshirt is, but it was just such a sweet moment. And I looked at Mike, and even though we were surrounded by hundreds of applauding strangers, it felt like it was just me and him in the room. It was just such a nice moment, and I'll forever carry that with me right here. So to wrap it up, Disney was extraordinary. I did not want to leave. I was actually a little upset when we were leaving. I said the Magical Express should be called the Depressing Express on your way back to the airport. But our flight home was, you know, uneventful. It was a good flight. We circled a little bit at Newark, but what else is new? And we arrived home safe and sound, and even though we are home, the honeymoon never ends. So yeah, that's it. It was magic, and it continues to be magic every single day. So thank you again, everyone who contributed to the honeymoon registry, and thank you everyone for being in our lives. All right, bye.